It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. We're opening up right here on S3 and we are live, bringing you all the hears from Expresso. And we're calling all cheese lovers in the building. Now, if you're looking for a hearty dish to whip up for the fam, our Clover Cheese and onion pie is what cheese dreams are absolutely made of. And it ticks all the flavor boxes. And of course, we still got Grace Stevens in the building showing us how to get all these warm, hearty meals that we can share with the rest of the family. And this is one that I think is going to definitely tick that box. So what are we doing? Where do we begin?
We're making a cheese and onion pie.
I've never heard of that, to be honest.
You know what? I think anything with cheese, let's go for it.
Like you said earlier, I think no one's going to argue with that.
No, absolutely not. So we're going to start off by making our filling. But what I wanted to do is maybe just cut our topping for us. So
Okay.
I've just got puff pastry. Let it defrost out.
You sure you're okay trusting me with this, eh?
I do. I trust you with my life.
Okay. So I'm unrolling the pastry.
Yeah. So
I like
it's
the
so
fact that
easy.
all the work is kind of done for you. And to get to this point, I've seen it before. It's a lot of manpower, so I'm loving that we're skipping quite a few steps.
So we just buy some, keep it in the freezer. Always keep some phyllo pastry and some puff pastry in the
All right,
freezer.
okay.
We're going to use our little pie dish.
And that's kind of just to make
And
sure
then
that
you're
we've got
just
enough
going to
space.
cut around that.
Okay.
There we
I'm
go.
nervous. I've never done this before, just by the way.
cut around.
You're acting
It's
so
like-
nonchalant.
yeah.
So let me just keep a little
Doing
1 centimeter.
such a great job. That is
Around.
fabulous.
You've got this. National TV, no pressure. You can do this, buddy.
Breathe.
Believe in
Don't
yourself.
forget to breathe. There we go.
I think I did it.
Absolutely. So we've got that cut and ready to go because we're going to do that. So that's going to go over that later on. So I'm going to start off with my onions. So I've got some onions.
Pan is on, of
there.
course. No oil again.
Olive oil.
Oh, we are throwing the oil in this time.
Absolutely. So a little bit of olive oil goes in there. And then some sugar. That just gives it a nice caramelization. Salt and pepper. We're going to put that on afterwards, right?
Oh, sorry, I got so excited. I've never done this before.
Don't worry.
Okay,
You know,
we'll do that later.
I love the enthusiasm. You're like, I'm just going to go for that, okay? And some thyme, cheese and thyme. A great combination.
Time and time again, I cannot argue
Smell
with that.
Ooh, oh, doesn't it
yes.
just, That's, we've got some clover tusses and we've got some clover cheddar, which is a great combination because you've got the sharpness of the cheddar, the smoothness of the tusses.
I like that.
And they go together quite nicely,
Nice.
So
You're so
stuff.
true and correct about this. Like, this is such a perfect cheese pairing.
It is.
Smelling it, I'm like, wow. Even just on toast, I'll be like, yeah, this is working.
Ooh, making a foodie out of you.
Yeah. Nice.
So green and red peppers go in. Of course, you can put some mushrooms for that one that I prepared earlier. I put some mushrooms in. And anything that you kind of like or your family likes, just hoy in.
So this is where you can get creative, put your favorites in, throw in lots of color in as you can as well. I love eating a rainbow.
Color. I mean, that's what we're looking for. We want to eat with our eyes first. So I'm going to leave this on. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Makes colors and food make me happy.
No, it's glowing, it's
All right.
alive, it's ready for the belly.
Are you ready for this?
I am. So what's happening next?
So if you can crack those 2 eggs
Okay.
into there and then just give them a little bit of a whip. And I've got my prepared. You're on the ball today.
That in there. We're
So I've got
keeping
my
the yolks
prepared
as well,
filling.
right?
Yes, everything's going in. So this is a really great meal. You've got your protein, you've got your carbs, you've got all your vegetables.
Grace, I'm impressed with you. Every
I
meal
know.
I've made with you so far, you're ticking every single box for
Sweet,
Nature Boy.
sweet,
I'm
absolutely.
loving this. Nice.
And you could make this 2 days ahead of time,
Okay.
leave it in the fridge, and then just come home from work,
Every
pop
time
your
you
oven
wanna-
on 200 degrees, and then 25
Nice.
minutes, you've got
And
your...
then after that, you've got like slices of beautiful snacks that you can just savor into whenever
Take
you
it to
want.
work.
Yeah.
Following day,
Nice.
absolutely. I'm a make ahead kind of girl.
Failure to prepare is preparing to fail, Grace.
So deep.
And you are definitely not failing at anything
totally
you're doing right
agree
now.
with you. All right, so cheese goes in.
So we put the cheese in
Don't-
with it
yeah,
before.
everything is a cheese and onion pie. So
Beautiful.
everything
Now,
goes
I must
in
say, the
there.
fact that we're using this hero ingredient, I've got to talk about this because Clover's sharpness when it comes to the Clover cheddar and the milder flavor of Clover tusses pairs perfectly together in this recipe like we've just discussed now. It's nothing but elite quality, elite taste and elite texture too, especially when we melt it. And that Clover cheese is going to ensure that you get the very best out of the results that you are putting together when you're preparing this incredible dish for your family. Now, Now I see you've got that cheese all involved. I think the only thing I would want of that is a little bit of malt, a little bit of like...
Absolutely, that's what we're going to do now.
Yes.
So here's a tip for you. Don't season until after you've added your cheeses, so that you can, because cheese sometimes is a little bit more salty, so taste after you've added your cheeses and then season after.
I suppose you don't want to end up and then this beautiful dish is now just killed by all the salt because you didn't taste it before.
Absolutely.
All right.
Right, you can fill our pie dish with the filling.
All right, guys, if you just...
No, with the filling, dude. Let's, okay, I'll do it.
I'm so excited. You said every time I just want to do this.
You just want to put you just want to put the pastry at the bottom.
That's all I want to do, guys. If you like me and you're struggling to figure out what's going on right now, you can head over to theexpressoshow.com where we've got a step-by-step guide on the ingredients, how to make this, how to do it, and how to put smiles on our dials.
Okay, you can put the
now
top
can
on.
I do it?
Now
Are you
can
sure?
do it.
Okay. So what am I actually doing? Just placing it on?
Pop it on top,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, my
That's
moment has arrived.
Here we go.
Papa.
Okay,
Simple as
that's
that.
absolutely perfect.
So I'm always intimidated by a pie because, like I was just going to ask you now, the basting
we're gonna brush it with a little bit more of, just a little bit of milk with the egg.
Okay.
And just brush it, and that's just
a
gonna give
little
us
bit.
our golden glow. And it needs about 25, 30 minutes in the oven. You must just make sure that your pastry is done really nice and fluffy and golden.
Yeah.
And so 200 degrees. Pastry goes in quite hot.
Okay.
So then do that. Oh, this filling. We're making another one, Raul.
Yes, please. Whoops,
You and
I'm
me.
spilling over here. Clearly, we've got ingredients for more, so we can get onto that.
Absolutely.
I think I've done it okay.
That is absolutely perfection.
Clover cheese
Good
and
job.
onion pie coming right at you. You saw it first right here on ExpressoShow.com. Get the recipe inspiration if you need it. And I think that's all that this work is done, right? Yeah.
We're just going to eat it.
Yes, okay. While we get to that, you guys can find out what's happening first up with the news. Let's check in with Carl.
Clover Cheese is for those who love life, where everything falls into place and melts away our cares, adding joy and stretching our imagination. Clover, for the love of cheese.
Made with love by Clover.